Yeah, Sam, I think you tweeted it earlier today, and it might be the most true thing I've ever seen on Twitter. I'm just so excited for this game to be over so I can hopefully never hear the year 2019 ever again,
Gosh.
because it's just, I need us to get past that. The Ravens fans are holding on to 2019, all that stuff. I'm ready for it to all be gone. But
Yeah,
in order to do that, the Ravens defense, we kind of just talked about Kyle Hamilton with Mike McDonald. They're going to need to do better in the secondary at controlling Nico Collins and having less communication breaks and kind of, I guess, mistakes that the Browns made. Who do you think on the defensive side is going to be the most important player?
I'm leaning towards Kyle Hamilton, but also Roquan Smith, as you mentioned. I think Roquan's really the guy that gets everybody together. Kyle Hamilton's just the guy that disrupts everything. I mean, he can play at any position. He could be anywhere and still match up to that position. For instance, he could be at the line of scrimmage and really tail off and become a DB or a safety or a linebacker or what have you. So that's really going to be the difference between what the Browns did and what the Ravens are going to do. The Browns pretty much played base defense and said, hey, my guys against your guys, we'll see what happens. And CJ Stroud up to that point has had troubles against man coverage, but he just tore them apart, and the Browns were unable to pretty much change their game plan prior to the end of the game. So the Ravens are definitely a different team in that regard. Mike McDonald loves to switch things up and make you think post and pre-snap. So it's really going to be up to CJ Stroud. If they have any chance the Texans are winning, CJ Stroud's going to be able to have to decipher pre-snap and then make a decision post-snap that's correct. If not, it's going to be trouble.
So do you think, in your opinion, with dealing with Nico Collins, are you moving Brandon Stevens with him, or do you like, having Ronald Darby and stuff, just kind of keeping the defense the same way we've been doing things?
Well, that's a good question. I'm kind of wanting him to stay with them because that's pretty much their primary threat. But at the same time, like I mentioned earlier, you don't want to change too much of what's made you great. And having a guy shadow him the whole way really limits what you're able to do on defense in any given snap. So if you had to put a gun to my head, I'd say let's just play base and let these guys go to work. As long as Rocket Sin isn't really on them as much, that's the concern, because Rocket Sin has proven to be a liability on defense. With Marlon Humphrey out, he's the guy who's going to have to really make plays, something that he hasn't done a great job of so far this season.